Hey everyone, and welcome back. Today, we're diving deep into a fascinating and critical regional movement, Ozark Futurism. Now, if you're picturing flying pigs over the Boston Mountains, think again. Ozark Futurism is about intentional, inclusive growth in Northwest Arkansas. The idea that you can embrace the future while preserving the unique, gritty, small-town character of the Ozarks. It's a beautiful vision. But frankly, in early 2026, this dream is hitting some very real, very painful roadblocks. The primary enemy right now is speed. NWA is growing so fast, adding about 36 people every single day. This rapid urbanization is creating a crisis that threatens to erase the very soul Ozark Futurism wants to protect. The biggest pain point? Housing affordability. Since 2019, the median rent in NWA has skyrocketed by nearly 50%. Think about that impact. Who are the people that define the culture of the region? The artists, the musicians, the small business owners, the low-income families? These are the people who are now being priced out of the downtown cores they helped revitalize. This isn't just an economic problem. It's a cultural one. When the creatives leave, the vibe leaves with them, and that's a direct threat to the Ozark part of our future. This economic exclusion is leading to gentrification and a subtle but pervasive sense of othering. By the end of this year, minority populations are projected to reach 1/3 of NWA's total population. But as neighborhoods gentrify, these established communities are often the first to be displaced, pushed out to the suburbs or distant exurbs, where resources are scarce and opportunities dwindle. We risk creating a region that is diverse in population, but segregated in geography and opportunity. And speaking of geography, uncontrolled urban sprawl is tearing the region apart. Without unified regional planning, our growth devours green spaces and forces grueling, disconnected commutes. People are driving farther and farther, spending more time in traffic, and the result is a feeling we hear again and again: a loss of community. That feeling of running into your neighbor at the local square is being replaced by the isolation of the car. For artists, the financial hurdles are structural. Efforts to build specific, affordable housing for creatives have been hampered by high construction costs and state tax credit caps that just aren't keeping up with reality. We need places for artists to live and work permanently if we want their contribution to be permanent. So, how does NWA fight back against this tidal wave of growth? How do we save the Ozark heart? The good news is that community leaders and residents aren't just sitting still. They are implementing a multi-pronged strategy focused on intentional, coordinated action. The first step is regional cooperation. Groups like the Northwest Arkansas Council are pushing hard for coordinated growth strategies. The goal is simple: align all the cities, from Bentonville to Fayetteville, on a common vision. This means prioritizing the revitalization of downtown squares, making them places where people can truly live, work, and interact without relying on a car for every single trip. Next, housing solutions are targeting policy changes. Advocates are focusing on reforming outdated zoning codes. We need to incentivize diverse housing options. That means allowing more by-right developments, think townhomes and multifamily units, without endless bureaucratic hurdles. Crucially, they are fighting to eliminate unnecessary parking minimums, which are a hidden tax on every new development, significantly increasing costs. Get rid of the required parking space, and you lower the rent. Transportation is also undergoing a massive overhaul. Ozark Regional Transit, or ORT, is gathering public input right now to transform its service. The focus is on accessibility, making sure bus stops work for disabled riders, and increasing service frequency. Why? To reduce what is often called the transportation tax on low-income residents, who are forced to spend massive amounts of time and money getting around because they can't afford to live close to their jobs. And finally, NWA is leaning into inclusive planning and local philanthropy. Major events, like the upcoming 34th Congress for the New Urbanism happening right here in NWA in May, are bringing in national experts to help local stakeholders design a future that genuinely reflects the region's best values and ensures broad public benefit. While government funding struggles, private philanthropy groups like the Walton Family Foundation are stepping up with last dollar in support, making the crucial difference for city-led affordable housing projects, especially those earmarked for artists and low-income families. The fight to preserve Ozark Futurism is a battle against inertia, fragmentation, and rapid inflation. It's the battle to ensure NWA grows up, not just out. It's about proving that prosperity and community character can coexist. It requires hard decisions about density, zoning, and equity, but the stakes couldn't be higher. If they succeed, NWA will be a model for sustainable, inclusive growth across the country. If you live in NWA or are interested in how communities manage breakneck growth, keep your eyes on these policy changes. Thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments what you think about NWA's growth challenges. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into regional trends.